Gym owners, know you should be working more on your business but stuck working in it? Over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to pull yourself out of your gym business and still have it grow. Also, before we dive in, please at any time go ahead and click down below here, get your free webinar on bulletproofing the follow-up for your gym business to double or more your sales today. What's going on? It's your favorite sales follow-up guy, Trev Bucheri, aka Doc Follow-Up, founder of Full Circle Follow-Up, Gym Follow-Up, Chiro Follow-Up, and 12 other leading follow-up systems. And I've spent the last 11 years mastering sales follow-up, which helped me explode my 5 gyms and chiropractic business literally overnight. Now I help business owners just like you implement a proven sales follow-up system to explode their businesses. And in every single video, you're going to get at least one proven strategy you can implement right away that I've already helped dozens of my clients implement successfully. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to grow your business without needing to be there so you too can start working on your business instead of always inside of your business. So let's get started. So last week I had a couple videos talking about how I blew my businesses up, and since then I've actually had several people reach out and ask, how did I scale my business so effectively? What did I do? So here it is. So what I'm going to talk about today is building a business with the start, grow, scale model. So step number 1 is start. Now this is all about the launch phase. It's really like the ready, fire, aim approach, to business. This is what the large majority of new entrepreneurs do. When they start a business, they literally open the doors, they do some guerrilla marketing, they pray, and then they provide a killer service. And this is great, but what it does is it actually creates an immediate ceiling for us. It's kind of like this. It's like, no you, no growth. If you're not there, the business doesn't grow. For me, I ran everything. I ran the front desk, I ran sales, I was a trainer, for my gym business. I was the marketer, I was the cleaner. The thing is, I did not have SOPs. It was all in my head, and I was really proud of that. And I said, nope, it's all up here, it's all up here. And this is really what I found with the majority of entrepreneurs. But what did that really mean for me? It meant that it was all on me, and this was the exact same thing that was happening in our chiropractic business as well. Everything was falling on Dr. Steve because he knew it so well, and he was the only one who knew it. That's a problem. Step number 2 is grow. The grow stage is all about SOPs, that's standard operating procedures, and really the delegation of those SOPs in order to basically begin stepping back from the business in order to begin working more on the business. And I realized really quick that my business was growing way too big for me to actually deliver the quality that I wanted to. I was missing stuff. I was dropping the ball. The quality of the product was actually going down. It was diving down because of the fact that I was overwhelmed. I needed to shed some of the responsibilities because we were growing. More people need services, and I wasn't able to provide that high level. So the first thing I did is I actually hired an admin, and I actually had her create front-end SOPs for me. The front-end SOPs are basically everything for processing, administrative, checking in on the clients, whatever it may be. That's what I did first things first, and man, that took a huge weight off my shoulders. In our chiropractic business, this was also the first position that we hired externally for the exact same reasons. What was done differently, though, with the chiropractic side of thing is that we actually already knew about the SOPs and we needed to have them. So we actually already had baseline SOPs for the front end, for the administrative position, already set. They were already established, so it was really just plug and play. It was really more of a training process and then put that person in there. And the beautiful thing is that if we ever lose that person, we don't want to be people dependent. We don't want to be, teams are obviously everything. That's what it's all about here. But we don't want to be people dependent. If all of a sudden we have a bad egg in our business and we lose that person, we don't want to be up in arms and say, oh my gosh, my business is going to crash. Okay, so that's really what this is all about. So from there, the responsibilities were running the SOPs, and refining, adding to them. So every single process was documented and therefore delegatable. So more or less, if we don't have a process documented and it's happening on the floor in your gym business, or it's happening anywhere in your chiropractic business, then that is a problem. That is a big problem, again, because you're running into the situation where we're people dependent. If that one person leaves, we are in trouble. So knowing what I knew from all the experiences, I knew the next step for me in my gym business was hiring a trainer to take over those responsibilities. So since this was my wheelhouse, I created detailed SOPs and a checklist in a video format to make sure that I was basically covering all learning styles. You have the visual, audible, and kinesthetic learning styles here, and I wanted to make sure that whatever someone's learning style was, it was covered right there so that they were actually going to be able to pick up the information and really learn from it and eat it and absorb it and utilize it right away. And again, I already knew going into hiring a training position what we had done in the front end position. So I was like, okay, how can I mirror this in a training aspect? And that's what I did here. In the chiro business, it was really the same thing. The next step was actually hiring another chiropractor, in which my partner, Dr. Steve, created full detailed SOPs in the same manner, all hands-on processes, and really the same thing in a checklist format and a video format also to cover all learning styles. That is key right there. Step number 3 is scale. This is all about having a business that functions independent of you because of the fact that everything is now functioning based on delegatable processes that you created and others are now doing. Okay, independent of you is so important with scalability, because if the business is not growing without you, the business is not scalable. The beautiful thing about having scalable SOPs is the fact that it's already created. You know, if you need someone to actually fill another position or duplicate another position, say you have one and you need 2 of them, it's already done. It's the same thing. It's right there. All it is a training process. It's plug and play. You train them on the SOPs that already exist, and boom, that person is ready to rock and roll. So the scaling phase is enabled by planning, SOPs, standard operating procedures, again, team culture, use of technology, and really several other things, you know, but depending upon your niche, of course. The biggest thing I realized about the scaling stage is that we're no longer dependent on particular people. Just like I mentioned before, the people who know so much that if they left, the business would absolutely crash. That cannot happen. And again, I'm going to repeat it one more time. At the scaling stage, the business is still growing without you needing to touch anything. That's huge. So there you have it. Now you know exactly how you too can pull yourself out of your gym business and still have it grow. Now go ahead and click below or head over to explodeyourgym.com right away to get your free webinar on bulletproofing the follow-up for your gym business to double or more your sales today. Again, that's explodeyourgym.com. Also, if you please go ahead down below, like, comment, and subscribe. I'd so appreciate that. Thank you so much in advance. It's your favorite sales follow-up guy, Trev Bucheri, aka Doc Follow-Up. Thank you so much for investing your time with me today. Give your best to the rest of your day. Take care.